Breaking news. We spoke about this being the deadline day of all deadline days for Liverpool. They've had the most fabulous window. Before today, over £300 million had been spent by the football club. They got Alexander Isak in a deal worth 125. It's got even better for Liverpool fans because guess what? You've got a new centre-back. Deal agreed. It's worth £35 million. He's now been given permission to undergo his medical for Liverpool, which is going to happen in London. But this, Bella, is a huge deal for Arne Slot, an incredible side that have started the season fantastically well. Suddenly, it's got even better. The targets were a striker and a centre-back. Arne Slot has got his wishes, 2 brand new players, and the...
Let's start, though, with some breaking news and their search for a central midfielder. Let's come to you first, Mark. What can you tell us?
Yeah, well, when you talk about it, it's always significant. There's always a lot of interest because it's one of the biggest clubs on the planet and therefore the fans are desperate to know what they're going to do in January. We know that today about potential incomings and we've got a little bit of breaking news here on Sky Sports News with regards to what they're looking to do, not necessarily in January. However, they have explored the possibility of signing players in the winter window. They're also looking ahead to the summer as well, but they have explored conditions of a potential deal for a central midfielder until 2028 with a year's option on Brighton Hove Albion's side. So he's got a long-term contract. So we know that any potential deal would be significant. Brighton player at 21 years old. We know what happened to the last central midfielder they had that was very highly rated. Moises Caicedo went for what was then a Premier League record, £115 million. Carlos Baleba very much in the same remit as far as they're concerned. They don't want to lose him. They see a huge future for him down on the south coast. But the fact that market potentially to sign a player in January is hugely significant. And he's not the only name on their list as well.
Who else is?
Well, United's priority is signing at least one, possibly 2 central midfielders in 2026, whether that be January or more likely in the summer. The focus is on signing them in the summer because it's quite a difficult window to get those long-term targets. And we understand the list of targets includes Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton. Manuel's future remains unclear. Manuel Ugarte has not delivered so far in a Manchester, if not 2 central midfielders this month, more likely in the summer. But if they can bring in a player like Carlos Baleba in January, it could make such a big difference in terms of what they're able to achieve this season. There's been some mixed results for United, mixed performances over the course of the last few weeks, but they are well placed to deliver European football once more. So whether or not they can get a player in January to help support that and bring life into a season which has faltered at times, we wait to see. Carlos Baleba would be a player who could make a difference for United.
Because this is what he has done. He is so good because he's relentlessly ambitious. He wants to improve. He's not happy to settle. Let's do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And he wants to feel that he's got that backing. If you look at Wolfsburg, he got them into the Champions League. That wasn't expected at the time, but he was pushing the sporting director, Jörg Schmadtke, to improve the squad. When that didn't happen, he was happy to talk about that publicly. And in the end, that relationship had deteriorated a bit because of that desire to keep pushing. So he then goes to Eintracht Frankfurt, very successful, wins the Europa League, gets them into cup final, but again to Palace. So he does do this. He's very demanding, both in terms of the players, but in terms of managing upwards as well. He's done this on a regular basis.
Huge.
Welcome back to Good Morning Transfer. Some breaking news. Yes, please. Bournemouth have agreed a deal in principle with the Vasco da Gama winger Ryan after intense talks over the last 24 hours. The total package is worth, we're hearing, £30.5 million. Ryan's desire to join Bournemouth and play in the Premier League have been key to getting the deal done as the club negotiated this complex ownership structure as well. Ryan expected Dan Gosling to be in the UK later in the week to formally start his medical before potentially featuring at the Vitality very soon. Big shoes to fill.